Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Yes, it has been a while. We are back. I'm going to be revamping this channel with a lot of consistent uploads and some new series, starting with episode 1 of Patch Notes IRL. Yes, that is the name of this series. Now, I'm either going to make this a weekly series or a bi-weekly or every 3 weeks. But basically, this is going to be a series where I sit here and talk to you guys and give you updates, hence the Patch Notes slash IRL. So we're going to be talking about games that I've been playing online, through the channels for reviews, for streams, and of course offline. Stuff that I don't really talk about, stuff that I don't make content of, but I still, play it. And I want to give you IRL updates if they're relevant, not too personal, stuff like that. And also adjacent channel stuff. I run lots of different channels here. This is the MabiVsGames channel, where we're primarily going to be putting indie showcase videos, as well as reviews and discussion videos. So that's the main channel. My second channel is called MabiVsGames 2, and that channel is where I'm going to upload a lot of the raw footage for my streams, and of course let's plays, especially the long let's plays. If I want to play a nice JRPG, I'm not going to dump it here on the main channel. It's going to go on the secondary channel, either in different parts or long videos. I have yet to find the format that I feel works. And also, I run a channel called MabiTCG, which is my trading card game channel. Now, the reason why the main channel here has been kind of suffering in terms of, why I say suffering, lacking in content, is I've been working my ass off on that new TCG channel, and it is pretty successful so far. I'm very happy with it. If you guys are interested, link in the description. It's basically a channel where me and my friend Scoobs, we are playing different types of TCGs. It's my dog. Every time, dude, I'm recording this at like 11 p.m. He's sleeping in the other room, but every time he hears me talking, he just busts the door open. Now, this door in particular, he can go ahead and grab the handle and like pull it down. So hopefully you saw Shaggy walk through there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, me and my friend, we play lots of trading card games. We do deck profile videos and we do duels. And you can see here, I'll be showing you some footage there. We have a lot. We upload daily videos there. So now that I have the foundation of those other channels ready and down to go, I can focus on working this one. So I'm going to be I'm going to be running around 3 to 4 different channels in parallel. It's a lot of work, but it's fun, and I want to do a lot of different contents. Now, in the past, I try to put everything that I'm doing onto one channel. For example, this channel, long let's plays, reviews, top 10 lists, even stuff that aren't video game stuff. And honestly, it worked for a while, but YouTube kind of works better, especially in the algorithm, and if you want to keep things organized, if you just separate it. So we have the main channel for a lot of the edited stuff, a lot of showcase, hero type of channel stuff, hero videos. MabiVsGames 2, long let's play stuff, the stuff that I used to do on this channel, it's going to be moved over there. And the TCG channel 1 and 2 for other stuff like that. So all those are down below. So with that out of the way, let's talk about some of the games that I have been playing online and offline. So alright, so let's get right into it. I am playing Rockband 1, 2, 3, and DJ Hero. Now, why did I suddenly get the urge to want to play it? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I watched a Twitch stream. I don't know if you guys are into like the OTK crew or anything like that, but basically I watched S-Fan. Now, he did a stream where he brought over a lot of other streamers, like Emiru, Nick, Kachi, Ginny, TTY, and basically they played Rock Band. Now, his setup is a lot better than what I had, but I wanted to see what I had here, what was I capable of playing, and does it work on my new TV? It was a huge hassle. It took me like a couple of days to get everything set up and, think about how it's working and do some research because, oddly enough, Rock Band 4 just very recently, like within the last year, even though the game came out a very long time ago, within the last year or so, they kind of put out their last sort of DLC, And apparently it's been dropping new songs, weekly, for like $1 or $2 or $3 every single time. I did not know that. So with my particular setup here, it was on the original Xbox 360. Now you can see here in this cubby, I usually have the Xbox 360 here. It's not here, it's over in my living room. And in my closet here, I have, and I took out my Rockband 1 keyboard, the drum set, the regular one, not the Pro set, the keyboard, I said that right, and the guitar and the mic. I hooked it all up on my TV, and then I found out, oh my god, my 360 is the very first version. It's called the Xenos one, where it does not have any sort of HDMI capabilities. It is still using the old wires, the red, white, and yellow wires. It's really hard, and I do a lot of video stuff and a lot of converting, so I was able to hook those up to a HDMI converter, but then there was a lot of weird things just not completely working. Like it was stuck in 480, it would not go to 720p resolution, nor would it go to 1080, and I had the extra composites to move it up. So it worked. I played in 480p. I was able to fix it on my TV and fix the delay, and it worked. But I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna just put it all back, because if I really want to play it and like play it well that people do these days, legit, I'm going to have to get at least a Xbox One, because that one uses a HDMI, obviously, and it works with Rock Band 4. I have Rock Band 1, 2, or 3, but I don't know if I have the Xbox account that I did back then, where all of those games are tied to. Now, when 1, 2, and 3 came out, it was kind of new. Like, how are you going to move all the DLCs to the new stuff? Well, basically, if you had one, you would buy like a $5 or $10 code, I don't remember how much, to move things over from 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now that just doesn't exist anymore. So it's really hard to do so. When I did play it and had some fun, I was just playing Rock Band 3. But I was able to, play on the drums, play on the guitar. Everything worked really well. However, the 360, the Xenos version, the model, oh my god, thing was so crazy loud. And now it was loud like the fan. And I'm not sure if that's just how it is, and I just don't remember it being that loud, or if it was kind of on its last legs, where I kind of want to just leave it alone. I'm going to put it back over here. So I do have an Xbox One, like 2 of them over here. And I'm not going to sure if I'm going to get Rock Band, but I also have DJ Hero, and the whole DJ set over there is all the way in the living room as well. I did not know there was a DJ Hero 2, but I'm happy to go back and try DJ Hero 1. So yeah, that's me trying to play a little bit of Rock Band. It's nuts. Okay, another game that I'm currently playing and in the middle of is the first Berserker Khazan. Yes, this is another Souls-like. It came out around 2 weeks ago. It's a really good Souls-like game. I'm in the middle of it, but the plan is to do a full review here on the main channel. I've been streaming it on Twitch, and of course, I've been multi-streaming here on this channel. What I'm trying to do is Twitch is doing this dumb thing where they are now no longer permanently going to be hosting VODs on the channel. You have like a limit of like a certain amount of hours that you can have there before older ones will get deleted after a couple of days and weeks and months. So basically I have to go through the whole backlog of streaming for 10 plus years and put it on another channel. So what I'm thinking of doing is I might as well try live streaming here on this channel, but I don't want to clog this channel up. Like, yeah, I want to go live. I want you guys to know. I want you guys to have access to those VODs afterwards, because if you go on Twitch and you watch it like a day or a week after, you can find it. But after months, it's going to disappear. But if I export it to YouTube, I might as well stream it on YouTube. So we're going to be simultaneously streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And I've been doing this for the past couple of streams where I go live on both, I explain what's going on, and then after I leave it on Twitch to whatever fade away in the future, and then I take all the footage and I cut it and I upload it onto the Let's Play channel, MabiVsGames 2. However, where it originally streamed, which is here on the main channel, I unlist it. So it's an unlisted full archive that anyone could watch. I'm going to put it pretty much in the description of every single video if people are interested. Like, hey, where are your past VODs? You can watch it there. Those things are like 3+ hours long streams, so I don't want them to clog up the channel, nor do I want them to be in the algorithm there. So it's going to be there. So that's the thing. But yeah, Khazan, loving it, really like it. I haven't had that much time to play it recently. I've been too busy with a lot of other stuff that I'll talk about. More video stuff. But that's one of the big games I want to come out and review first. Really good. All right, next up, Monster Hunter Wilds. There was a new title update that dropped a Mitsetsune new boss, which is, the big long snake figure person who throws out bubbles. And there's supposed to be a tempered version of it, and then they also released that you can go fight Zosio. I forgot the name of it, but basically it was a monster that you fought during the regular story campaign, but you weren't able to kill it until now. So I've been watching my wife play it. She really loves it, and what's awesome is, of course, we were gonna play it, but then Monster Hunter Wilds it was really bad in performance wise, and of course content depth wise, and of course just terrible. Like, they leaned into stuff which I feel like just wasn't really what made Monster Hunter special, and I talked about it in my review. If you want to go see that, go ahead and stop over there, but I'll just quickly say it was really lacking. But of course that's kind of the case with every single Monster Hunter that releases. Content is just missing. However, the performance was really not acceptable, and it was because they wanted to make it open world, that sort of thing, and it was really just stupid and annoying. But basically, yeah, they have new title updates, so every day, every week, they have this really little cool thing on their website where you can see these are the upcoming events. You can see here you can get some decorations, and here you can get items to craft a unique, armor or charm. So basically, I'm looking up like every week, like, oh, is it worth going on and checking it out? But this new update, free update, new monsters. They added a new gathering hub, which was missing in the beginning. They should have had that there, and a lot of fun little mini games, and you can talk to your friends and have some fun and do that. So things are being added. I'm not sure if it's every month, but at least every 2 months they should add stuff. But I think the game's really gonna pop off and be good when they do their first paid DLC, which is most likely gonna be like after the first year of the game, and that usually makes Monster Hunter really, really strong after that, because they usually add, there's like low rank, there's high rank, master rank, G rank, stuff like that. So I really hope that this game takes it further and beyond what Wilds did. But yeah, it's probably the game with the best combat, but I don't know, the weakest sort of roster in my opinion. But that's whatever. Okay. Next game, I played Fatal Fury City of the Wolves recently. The game comes out, I think, in the end of this month, and I'll tell you now, I'm not gonna get it. I played the demo, or the open beta. I did not play the first open beta when it first was available to everyone for free. I didn't play it pretty much because there was no training mode, and I wanted to go in and really learn some characters and deep dive into the systems and be like, is this a game for me? Now with the second beta, which ended a week ago, I tried out all the characters, looked at their specials. The training mode did an okay job telling you all of the new sort of mechanics in the game, the heat system, the perfect parries and guarding and all that stuff. The game's good. The game's really good. However, I do not support the way that they're going in terms of character releases. And yeah, like 2 of the big characters that are coming out is going to be Ronaldo and Salvatore. I forgot his name, but basically it's the really famous soccer player, football player, and a DJ who's extremely popular, just probably not here in America as much. But basically the reason why I'm just not going to play it is because, yeah, it's a game that you have to practice and get good at. Maybe I'll just play Street Fighter for that. It's going to be like a $70-$80 game, terrace up my ass. But basically, I don't like Fatal Fury got bought. Like, Fatal Fury was never supposed to exist anymore until SNK kind of got bought out by some Saudi Arabian companies, I believe. People are joking, oil princes, stuff like that. But basically, they have all the money. They like fighting games, and they bought out this company from Japan. And they're like, hey, we'll give you the money. You can make the game. So everyone's like, yeah, back to form. This is going to be great. They get to see Terry and Rock and Mai and everyone do their things. But then people were like, uh-oh, you guys got bought by all of them. How much do they have to say in terms of creativity? And I think like a while ago when it first got announced, the SNK guys were saying, hey, no, they don't have that. They don't have any sort of creativity, creative decisions that we make. But then we get these 2 characters that obviously don't have to do much with the fighting game itself. And, yeah, I think the DJ might be an SNK Fatal Fury fan, but then Ronaldo isn't. But then obviously you have to look at, these characters are probably just what, the whoever bought it, like the guy likes it. Like, he's making it. This is a meme. People are saying, he's turning it into his like personal Mugen. If you guys don't know what that is, I used to play with Mugen a lot back in the day. But basically, it was a fighting game engine where you can go ahead and import a lot of characters that people have made. You know, Homer Simpson versus I don't know, Cloud from Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, stuff like that. But basically, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, and I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm not gonna play it simply because, you know, it's a good game. If there was no other fighting games, I might stick with it, but you know, there's like Street Fighter and a lot of others ones, especially the new sort of Virtual Fighter, which I'm excited about, comes out. Is it next year? Ugh. Anyway, we'll stick for that. Okay, next up, let's talk about Path of Exile 2. Damn, they got a huge new update. I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but basically, Path of Exile 2 came out. People loved it. Obviously, it's early access. Path of Exile 1 is being developed in parallel with it. But a lot of people are saying that the new patch of Path of Exile 2 was not what they wanted, not what they needed, and people have been crazy with their opinions, and they've been swearing the game off. Now, I am a very casual fan of Path of Exile. I played very, very, very little of the first one. However, I love number 2. When it first launched, I played dozens of hours, and I plan to do the same with this one. But basically, people are saying, like, yeah, the direction is they're making the game a lot more slow paced. They nerfed a lot of stuff, and that's not what they want. But as a casual perspective looking in, they did say they're going to keep on developing Path of Exile 1 along with 2. 1 is 1 and 2 is 2. In my opinion, 1 should be how it always is. You know, a little bit crazy, a little bit over the top, but very fast. You know, killing mobs and clearing out like nothing. Path of Exile 2 is, you know, they changed the gameplay a lot. It's a lot more slower. They have a dodge roll, and you can move while attacking and shooting. I feel like that game should slow down quite a lot. And, you know, most people agree. However, some people are also saying the game doesn't respect your time. Now, I haven't got in far enough in the game to see that sort of shift of whether or not, yeah, they're just making enemies sponges to waste your time. I'm not there yet, but I'm dreading it. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm playing the new updates. When it first came out, I'm only doing like one character per league because I don't have that much time to play. But yeah, I played the mercenary, you know, the one who shoots the crossbow. That was a really fun one. Now this one, they added a new character, the Huntress, but I'm not really playing that one. The one with the spear, the Valkyrie-like character. I'm playing the witch, and I'm trying to go a necromancy build. I want to because they added some new stuff where you can, you know, actually summon very specific mobs, and after they die you can resummon them. So kind of like Pokemon in a sense, where you can tame beast with the new Huntress for this class, and you can go ahead and grab some undead units here that you really like and mess with them there. So I'm going to be playing with that class. All right, a couple more things to talk about, and the first thing I want to talk about is I've been playing a very, very old school game, but I don't know what I'm going to do with this footage, or I don't know what I'm going to do with my overall thoughts about the game. So basically, I'm playing for the very first time Trails in the Sky, first chapter. This game and this franchise is well loved, and I can see why. I'm a couple of hours into the first game, and I love it. I think if I played this back in the day, it would have been one of my favorites for sure. It has everything that I want in an old school JRPG. You know, you start off really small in this town, really interesting characters, fun combat, not too easy, not too hard to understand, nice fantasy world, fun graphics, top-down sprites, kind of like Ragnarok Online. It's very charming, lots of things to do. I love it a lot. Now, I cannot say what I think about the other games because I haven't played it yet, but the plan is to play every single one, starting with this first one. And I didn't even realize, but when I started playing the first one, about a week later, I learned that they're actually doing a full remake of this first one. So I'm playing it, and then I'm looking at some of the screenshots of the new one, and it's weird to see these characters be rendered in this 3D environment of like, oh wow, I know this is crazy. However, that game, I'm not sure what else they're going to be adding story-wise or anything, but the combat completely updated. I think it's now like an action RPG, and I think some of the very previous games have been the action instead of a top-down sort of tactical grid-based like the one I'm playing. So I'm excited to see what that one is. But I think the plan is definitely to do a review here on the main channel, but I don't know what kind of series it's going to be because I have reviews for new channels. We have the we have the Quickplay showcase for indie games. So this one's gonna have to be something new, and it's either gonna be a new type of series, or like, oh, does this game hold up? I played blah 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 for the very first time. What do I think about it? Stuff like that. So that's the deal. I'm really liking the game. And the last game I want to talk about that I've been playing is called The Bazaar. Now this, I already did a review on the game when it first launched in early access months ago, and I didn't really touch upon it again except through the 1.0. I don't remember if I did a video here on the main channel or if I just talked about it on my Let's Play channel, but basically they really messed up in the terms of the monetization. A lot of things to get into, but basically Tempo is the sort of development company here, and they said since the beginning, the very time people started kickstarting the game, they said, oh yeah, it's gonna be a nice free to play game. It's kind of like it's an auto game, kind of like Backpack Battles, if you guys know, or Pet Battles. What was it? Was it Pet Battles? I don't remember. The one that Northern Line plays a lot, god dang it. But basically it's a game where you choose a hero, it's a roguelike. It's a choose your own adventure roguelike. You try to go as far as you can, and then you earn resources and chests to get cosmetics and stuff like that. But basically they recently made it so it became kind of super crazy free to play, where a lot of things were locked behind not just one sort of battle pass, but two battle passes. One that's $10, one that's $8. You guys are greedy, man. Some stuff is locked behind, some things are locked behind a time gate, or you have to pay to get it, and sometimes people will never get it. It was a dumb ass fiasco. People hated on it. It was really bad press, especially the person who's quote unquote the face of the company, Raynad, who used to be a streamer, and now he's a full-time developer and producer of the game. Probably just mostly producer, creative producer, I feel like. But basically he was the face of the game, and when he gave the news that they were doing all these changes, people just shit on it really bad. And I swore off the game for a bit. I'm like, I'm playing it, but I'm never going to give them money if they continue the model. Luckily, the last couple of weeks, they updated with 1.0 Season 2, and they made things way better, They made things a lot more easier for people who are free to play to obtain. They made the things that you actually pay for. You have some of the, FOMO, pay to play to get stuff quickly, but for the most part, it's like really well received. And I even bought the battle pass because I'm like, this is a great update. I enjoy what they're doing. I play the game every single day. Like, it's really addicting. I'm uploading it all on the Let's Play channel for you guys over there, and I play so much. Like, I think I only record like 25% of the gameplay that I do, because a lot of it's just a really good game. Now you can put on like your side monitor and put it like, when you're doing a lot of workout, doing some stuff, you're taking a break, whatever. You put it here on the side, you're eating, you're just, you're watching a stream, you go over here and you just click, do stuff, whatever, and go over here, watch, eat, and click and do stuff. It's one of those really good idle games, and it's, you can quit and save anytime you want. So the Bazaar has been doing really good, and I commend them, and yeah, I'm going to be playing more in the future, as long as they don't mess up the damn thing. Okay, so that is going to be it for today. However, I want to quickly say, if you guys are interested in my trading card game stuff, link down below in the description. That channel has taken up so much of my time, but I did mention at the beginning, now that foundation is ready to go, I have the YouTube channel, and also I'm running a website now dedicated to TCGs, different trading card games, especially focused on the One Piece TCG, Dragon Ball Super Fusion World, the Gundam TCG, and soon, like, the League of Legends ones is going to be coming out. And Union Arena, oh my god, my new favorite is Union Arena. But yeah, I'm running all of those, so it takes up a lot of my time, but I'm going to be hopefully doing a lot more videos here on this channel now for you guys. Especially, I want to do more, talking videos where I talk about things from the past. I want to do top 10s. I want to continue doing these updates every 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'll figure it out. And of course, the quick showcases for indie games and the reviews for the games that I'm long playing, the ones that I can definitely do a well in-depth review. So, to give you guys an example of some games are coming up, I have been playing a little bit of these indie games, and I want to shout out. First of all, Exile. This game came out a couple of months ago, and it's a sort of Gradius type of shooter. I tried it out. It's pretty good. It has this weird thing where you die once and it's boom, completely game over, straight to the main menu. It's like one of those games. However, it's really cool in the terms of you can kind of customize your ship. Basically, you start with a little bit of money, you choose your base model, and every ship can do the same thing, go up and down, move faster or slower, but it's the different types of stuff that you put on your weapon, on your ship. You can put like basic one shooter that does more damage, multiple shooters, like a triple shot shotgun blast, so it's a lot more weaker. There's a lot of things you can do. So I think Exile is a pretty interesting game if you are interested in these type of shoot 'em ups. Just know going in, it's a little rough around the edges in terms of like actual progression and stuff like that. It's more of like going in and experimenting and see what's going on. The next game I want to shout out that I've been trying a little bit on my own is going to be Alchemist Simulator. Yes, another simulator game. This one's actually not bad. It's a little charming. I've played a lot of games like this recently. Like there was like Pub Simulator, the one where you like run your own pub. That was pretty cool. This one, it's kind of like you make potions, but you can also sell lots of little knickknacks like, oh, here's daggers, here's potions, oh, here's like a wolf's tooth. But basically the goal is to sell things. You're going to get experience unlocking new sort of potions, and then you're going to be selling them. And then you have sort of quests, some with deadlines, some with not. Some are funny, like, oh, you got to make a transformation potion for a royalty king because he wants to like avoid a situation. So you give it to him, you watch him turn into like this little animal for a little bit. It's like it was an alpaca or a sheep, and then you get your reward, etc. You also have some things like, oh, you got to go to the shop, purchase new sorts of furniture. You need more shelves to put stuff on. You have a garden, you're gonna have to make your own stuff, so you're gonna go get some seeds, you got to go ahead and water it. It's a really cool and fun show game, so I recommend you check out Alchemist Simulator. The last game I want to shout out today is going to be Girls / Guardians. This game is a sequel. I haven't played the first one, but this is a Metroidvania where you control two sisters, one that uses a machine gun Uzi and one that uses primarily a whip. These two are sort of demon maids who have been on vacation, and now they're coming back to their master, who is kind of like a Dracula-esque person who lives in a giant castle. But when they're going back, they find out that the castle has been taken over by something even more sinister than them. So you fight through and you get to find out that, oh my god, your master, he's dead. However, he's a spirit. He can follow you around, and the goal is to grab all his bones, which is scattered around the world, a la Castlevania 2 type of deal, where instead of you're running around to destroy Dracula and destroy all of his bones, here you are collecting your bones to bring your master back. So what makes this game cool is you're actually controlling two characters. As I said, you have the green-haired girl and the one that, one with the whip, one with the Uzi. So you can switch them out at will, just with the press of a button, and they each have their own sort of special abilities, and they can hold different weapons. Enemies drop equipment, and the equipment sort of currency is kind of like what you see in Castlevanias, where you grab like hearts or something like that, and it's your secondary weapon. So you have bombs, daggers, stuff like that. So that one's pretty cool. I recommend it as well. And with that being said, that is going to do it for the first episode of Patch Notes IRL number 1. So yeah, I think it went well with what I wanted to do. We wanted to talk about games I'm playing offline or off, some IRL updates, adjacent channel stuff, and game shouts outs. I might not do that many more game shout outs because I might just be playing them on a new series coming up called Quickplay Showcase. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you guys think about anything I talked about below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.